get fuzz off of, and it's exactly like it sounds, guys. I keep finding strings. And I'm just gonna attach a little bit of fuzz to it just to make it so that when I go to pull it off, I have no issues pulling it off. And then I am going to line it up, but I'm gonna flip it around. This is gonna be super quick tonight, you guys. I knew that I wouldn't have a whole lot of creative energy for tonight after working all day from 8 to 6. That's a long day for me. A long time to be an extrovert. So I am not naturally an extrovert. It drains me. I don't mind doing it, and I enjoy being with people, but it definitely does drain me. So I'm surprised I'm not brain dead. I'm happy I'm not brain dead. And hubby fixed supper for me tonight, or for the family, so that was nice. I didn't have to do any of that. So I think that's why I had some more energy to come up here and do this, and then I'm gonna go hang out with him for a while, I think. I feel like he and I have been two ships passing in the night lately. So anyway, I just put my transfer directly on my wood, and now we're gonna go ahead and chalk it. And if this gets in your way, you know, this is our string from last night, or just pull it up out of the way. It doesn't matter as long as your silk screen area is pressed down. And you guys, is it hot where you all? I'm actually warm in here. I've been cold all day because it's usually cold at work. We keep it cool in there so everybody else is warm, or everybody else is comfortable, but I'm usually cold because I have to sit most of the day. And so I'm usually cold. That's why I'm dressed like this. I'm still in my work clothes. But it is hot here. It's like 93 or 91, and it still feels like 97, and it's 7:30 at night. So, whew, you guys, it's crazy. All right, so I already have my white. I want to make this patriotic. I already have my white because my background's white, and I'm not going to paint it today. So we are just going to add our red and blue, and I'm just kind of thinking about what I want to do. I'm thinking I'm going to make the popsicle and the word popsicle red, and then I'll do these words blue. Or should I do it the other way around? I'm trying to think. Is it going to be a cherry popsicle, or is it going to be a blueberry popsicle? Yeah, I think we'll just do that. We'll just do that. So we're going to use candy apple red. Like I said, this is chalk paste, and cadet. So cadet is is like our really like true navy blue is what I would say. It's a traditional blue, I think. And I'll be honest with you guys, I'm always messy when I mess with the blue. As you can see, my lid is kind of jacked up anyway, but I'm always messy. Always messy. Now it's just chalk paste, so I don't have to worry too much. I'm not worried about it ruining my clothes. It will stain me a little bit if I don't get it off my hands. But I always am messier with the darker colors, so I always keep a little baby white beside me for my fingers. So, and we're gonna just get going. I hope you guys have had a good Wednesday. I'm looking forward to not having to, I was up at 6:15 this morning. I'm looking forward not to have to get up and out the door early tomorrow morning. That makes me happy. I don't mind. It's one thing to wake up early, which I'm not crazy about. I'm a night owl. I've told you guys that before. I am a night owl. But it's another thing to get up early and then have to get out the door. I'm fortunate that I don't have to do that every day. So I'm glad I don't. Anyway, all right, guys, let's get going. So I am going to do paste and peel just like I did last night, which just means I'm going to do a section, pull it back so that my chalk paste releases onto my surface, okay? And I think I'm just going to do it exactly like I did last night, in that I'll keep the little bubbles in the same color I'm doing the popsicle, and then I'll do the star in the color of the words at the top. I'll do it in blue. So I'm going to do all this in red. And I just got some on my star. That's okay. I think the blue will cover it up. The blue is dark enough to cover it up. If it was a lighter blue, it probably wouldn't. And I could even do this. I don't have to do it in this dark blue. You know, I do a lot of patriotic stuff where it's the lighter blue and the red. I love the way that looks too. Actually, I probably prefer that to the just traditional red blue. So like I could use a different blue. Like I only have the one red, the candy apple red, and then I have a deep like sparkle, which I could have done sparkle, but I didn't, my shimmer. But I could do this color blue. I could do a pretty light blue, or I could do my colonial blue. So I have lots of options for blue. I'm just going to stick with the navy, but I personally would probably prefer it in one of the lighter color blues myself. So that's just me. All right, so even though I'm going to do that word in red too, I'm not going to do it yet because I don't want my chalk paste to dry in my silk screen area, since I'm working with two colors. So all I'm going to do is peel it back. And as you can see, look how that pops. Isn't that cute? Speaking of pop, that was not intentional, but that does pop. Okay, so let's move on to our blue. Somehow I didn't get red all over my fingers, which is kind of a miracle for me. But let's go ahead and get our blue on here. This is going to be super quick, you guys. Now, if I was just doing this and I didn't want to use it as double-sided, or maybe I was putting this is another cool idea, you guys. I just thought of course. If I wanted to do this on this side and I wanted this to be strictly a patriotic sign and I didn't want to do it in another color on the other side, I could take one of my patriotic napkins or some fabric and I could Mod Podge it on the back, decoupage it on the back, and it would be super cute. And if I did that, then I would probably do some beads on the sign to make sure that, I just made it even more festive. So that's an idea, guys. You don't have to do something on both sides of this project, but if you wanted to, you certainly could. And either way, it looks fabulous. So I'm kind of wishing I had just grabbed another one and done it that way now that I had done it, because I love to decoupage stuff on the back and have it really festive. All right, I'm just gonna squeegee on and then make sure I've got everything covered and take off any extra. Okay, so, sorry, I just got a text from my daughter. All right, so I am going to pull this back, paste and peel and reveal. And if I've missed anything or I didn't get it well, then I can lay it right back down and add a little bit more. Like this A, I feel like there was one little spot that we could use some more. All right, so I'm done with the blue at this point. So when I go to let it back, I just let it fall. I don't press it down, and that just releases the chalk paste onto the surface instead of I don't want it to dry in my silk screen area. I really need to do something about this because I hate that lid always goes in there and makes a mess. Okay, so let's finish up. Tell me, guys, in the comments. I would love to know what you think of this project, number one. Do you love it? Do you love the red, white, and blue look? Tell me if you would use this color blue or if you would go with a different color blue, like a lighter blue. And tell me, would you do it in another color on the back side so you could just flip it around, or would you decoupage on the back? I could have made it into more of a project by doing that. But last night I really thought I was going to do both sides for you. And then I just decided that I would save it for tonight, so I did have a no-brainer. I have more energy than what I thought I was going to have because I probably could have just done it on another and decoupaged it on the back. Not that I couldn't even do it on that rustic that I showed you. You could always paint it, with a little bit of acrylic paint as your background like I did on the other side with the yellow. And then, like, you could do that. You could add white to it, paint it white for your words in the middle to pop out and really show up, and you could do that in red and blue, and then you could decoupage the back. I'm here to give y'all some ideas and inspire you, hopefully entertain you. And let's see how that looks, you guys. Let's see. Peel and reveal. Awesome, you guys. See how easy that is? And look how that just stands out. It's the same, but it's different. Look how that makes it look. So you can choose any colors you want to make these projects, right? And it's just ready to go. It's just super cute and super simple. But look how different it looks based on the color you choose. See how that is? And then bam, same thing. Pretty cool. If you ask me, it's pretty cool. I love it. That's what I love about these products. And that's what I love about this craft. I love being able to have the versatility and to be able to do lots of fun different projects and make my own stuff to have around the house. I just love, love, love it. So that's what I got for you guys. Tell me what you think in comments. Hit that heart button if you don't mind, guys. And if you would sprinkle my video, I would love to enter you into my drawing on the 25th for a free giveaway. If you'll look at the top of my page, you'll see what that giveaway is, and it is patriotic. So I would just love it if you would do that, and you'll come back and join me. It's short and sweet tonight. I'm going to come on tomorrow, hopefully earlier in the afternoon, and do another project. And I'm trying to decide. I might do a patriotic project, or it might be a beach project. I haven't decided for sure, but for sure it will be something fun. And actually, if I'm feeling really ambitious, hello, yeah, but I'm almost finished now. That's all right, Monica. I just was short and sweet tonight, really short and sweet. But I appreciate you being here. I wasn't sure I would be on this early, and I wasn't sure whether I was going to make it on or not. You never know after working all day. How was your day at work? I had a very long day at work, and it was frustrating. I'll put it that way. I hope your first day back at work. I know, isn't it great? So you got, look how different, just that versus that. I mean, it's crazy how you can have the exact same transfer and it turn out so differently. I was saying also that if I had thought about it, but really last night I thought I was going to do both. If I had thought about it more as I was creating this, I came up with another idea that I was like, oh man, I wish I had done that. But that's all right. You had a great day. Oh, that's so good. I'm so glad you're happy to be back at it. That's awesome. That's always good to hear. And I'm sure work was glad to have you back too, if I'm not mistaken. I'm sure they were thrilled to have you back. What would be cool with this one also is to do this one in red, white, and blue like this. And you could decoupage with Mod Podge on the back. You could use a patriotic or, red, white, and blue napkin or fabric on the back, or the same thing on this. You could do it this and then decoupage a fun spring, summer, just fun, colorful napkin on the back, and then you would have one side. If you didn't want to have a double-sided of the same one, you could easily do that, and I think that would turn out fabulous as well. So I always pick up napkins wherever I go, and I'm sitting here right now with so many. You guys, look at all these great, look at all these fun napkins. Look, I could do any of those, right? Decoupaging them on the back. Look how cute all these are. All those. I could have done that on the back. Or I actually have really fun, a couple really fun summer kind. I mean, like, look at this. How fun is that, right? And a lot of times I'll use napkins and stuff like that as my inspiration. Napkins or material or ribbon as my inspiration for my colors. But like if I had done, I could have done that on the back and chosen the colors. Yeah, I got pretty close with the colors there, but fun things like that, guys. That's the ideas that I think are fun, to be able to make it more interesting and more festive and more unique to you. So that's what I got for you guys. But anyway, thank you for sprinkling, Monica. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm sorry I missed you. I will be on here longer tomorrow. I know you'll probably be working, though. It'll be during the day, so you might have to catch me during the replay. Or at least I hope it's going to be during the day. I'm hoping it to be in the afternoon. I don't know that for sure because, I always have a plan in my mind, and I never know if it's going to work out that way based on the world around me. So, all right, guys. Well, thanks for joining me. I hope you had a great Wednesday. You have a great Wednesday night. And that you'll come back and join me next time or catch me on the replay. Even if you catch me on replay, make sure you put #replay or something like that in the comments just so I know that you watched. And, oh, you get off at 4 tomorrow. Awesome. Awesome. I have no idea. I have no idea. I'm not even going to make a plan and say, because every time I say a certain time, it gets derailed. So I have no idea what tomorrow's going to look like. We'll see. But I think hubby and my youngest son and I are supposed to go to the movies tomorrow night. So I don't know. We'll see. I'm hoping I'll be on here in the afternoon. And I'm thinking if I get really ambitious, if I feel really energized, I have a fun project to do with the creative kickstart that I have in mind. So we may do that tomorrow, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I need to see what I feel tomorrow. Okay, guys. Well, I hope you have a great night, and I appreciate you joining me. And come back and see me, and sprinkle that video, and hit that heart button if you would. And
Until I see you next time, be safe, be healthy, and be blessed. All right, guys, I'll see you later. Bye.